Yes. Hi, Zizifo. So, firstly, I want to appreciate you wanting to be part of this. It actually means a lot for me coming to reach out to you and you wanting to be part of this session. Means a lot to me and the organization as a whole. So, normally, members do actually join and watch the live sessions after we hold the sessions, but most because of the time differences as people all over Africa. So because of the time differences, most are not able to join right away. But then it's still something that we've been actually Global Young Leaders and Career Development is an organization created to empower young Africans to cause development and change in Africa. So we do hold these kind of sessions to impact the youth and also to impact people to know that to be able to accept equality and to be able to fix in their mind to cause change and development in Africa. That's what the sessions is for. So we've had countless of guests for since 2020. We've had people from all over the world come to share their stories, and we used to have sessions on Zoom where we get professionals to come and talk about leadership skills and all that to just empower the youth. So firstly, thank you so much for wanting to be part of this, and it means a lot to me. It means a lot to the organization. It means a lot to Africa.
Thank you. I'm
Yeah.
honored.
So
Thank you.
so so firstly, what do you want the world to know about you?
Thank you. I think I want the world to know that I am a physically disabled content creator. I think I lost you.
Yeah, I can
Oh,
hear you now. Yeah. No, I can hear you. No, I can hear you. I think you are muted though.
uh,
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Sheku Kamara, thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. You can share everything on the comments below. Just share your idea, share how it's going, how is everybody doing. Comment below. Let's get to know you. Comment below.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Is it
perfect.
fine now?
Yes, it's fine now.
I'm so sorry.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Can I go back to what was I saying?
Yes, please go back.
Oh
Yes.
my god. I cannot hear you.
You cannot hear me?
No, I cannot.
Oh my God. Wait.
Uh,
Okay, can you hear me now?
nope.
Yeah, those watching, can you hear me?
Is your mic on?
Yeah, it's
Is your
on.
mic on?
Yeah, it's on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
I cannot hear you though.
Can you hear me?
Nope. I cannot hear you.
Oh my.
Uh,
But they said they can hear us both. No.
you were saying?
Please, those watching, can you hear us? They said they can hear us.
I cannot hear you. That's the problem.
Okay, you know what? Let me end it and join again. Yeah, I'll
You're
end
gonna
and join again.
log back in?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry, everyone. We're gonna join back again. Okay, please, let me know if you can hear me in the chat section, please. Please, please, please. I want to know if it's on my end or from her end. Miss Sa, can you hear me? Sheku Kamara, can you hear me? Please confirm again for me so I'll be sure it's from my end or from hers. Can you all hear me? Oh yeah. So I don't know what the problem. I think it's from hers.
It's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can hear me now?
Yeah,
Oh
I can hear
yeah.
you.
I think it wasn't from me.
It was from me. I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's okay. That's okay.
Cool.
That's okay. Okay, so thank you so much, Miss Sa and Sheku, for confirming. I appreciate it. Yeah, so you were saying, I think you can go back to what
Oh,
you were saying. Yeah.
I am a physical. Okay. I'm a content creator living with a
Mm.
disability. I'm also a social media influencer and an award-winning filmmaker, and an aspiring model and an activist for people living with disabilities in South Africa.
Okay. So I want to come back to where you said you are a disabled influencer. Your
Yeah,
disability, is this something that you got along whilst you were growing or you were born with it?
I was born this way. My disability's name is called Phocomelia.
Okay.
Phocomelia lower limbs. So what happened was that back in the 90s and the 80s, there used to be this pill called thalidomide that was given to women who were pregnant, and it used to prevent morning sickness, and but it used to cause a lot of kids born with rare birth defects such as condition. So I'm not
Mm.
sure in my case, but I think it's something along those lines because scientifically, most of the people that look like me suffered from suffered the consequences of that pill.
Okay.
But right now they
Oh.
stopped people that were pregnant, and they actually they give people that have cancer. I think so. I'm sorry, I'm
Oh,
sleeping.
okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay. Okay.
Cool.
Oh, great. Okay, so what are some of the challenges you face when you're in public?
Whew, being different. Let me tell you, having a disability in South Africa is a big disadvantage in the sense that, there's no inclusion. Like
Mm.
most buildings are not that accessible for people that are like me. And I think also there's still stigma around existing around people, with disabilities. So I think most of my challenges come from just me being different and wanting to exist in a society with able-bodied
Mm.
people who don't
Yeah.
understand my condition, and yeah, there's just a lot there's like in a workspace you'll find that I'm not treated the same way that other people are treated. I have to work 10 times more to prove myself
Mm. Yeah.
I am worth employing. Yeah, yeah,
Okay. So coming back to the disability in South Africa. So
yeah.
do companies in South Africa accept are practicing equality and inclusion? Do they accept disabled people in their companies?
To some extent, they only accept them when they get something in return. For instance, you're not
Oh.
gonna do you're not gonna work in a sector
Mm.
like what you studied in varsity. That's few chances of you doing that. You're gonna do things like you're gonna be a PA, you're gonna be a receptionist,
Mm.
but it's not something solid,
Mm.
that's still wrong, but they do it. So that's why you find people that like us being in this program. They call them learnerships, where they actually
Mm.
they give you a work experience, and then you also study, and then you actually get a stipend. Peanuts,
Yeah.
I tell you, for particular months, yet like 12 months, and then after that they let you go. They're not gonna hire you, and
Mm.
then once you reach 35, automatically you cannot apply for those.
For
And
a new
now
job
what?
again.
Yeah, what happens to you now is that in your life you have never worked. You were from high school, fresh out of high school or fresh out of university, and then when you went to the corporate world, they did not accept you. They only accepted you as being into a program and doing this learnerships or these internships. And when they end, you hop from this one to another one, and until you reach the age 35. And after that, you can no longer work anywhere because no one wants to hire a 35 that has no work experience. And then, yeah, unfortunately, you depend on the government for life, I guess.
Oh, terrible. Okay, so coming to the government, it means that in South Africa, the government comes in for disabled people, right? There are sort of benefits for disabled people.
One benefit. They
Oh,
give you
one?
they give you a um social grant of two 2000. 2000 is 200 US dollars.
Dollars? Wow.
200 US every month, I think. Yeah, but it's not enough. It's not enough because
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
being is actually a full-time job. There are other people that depend on devices that you have to buy each and every month. You know, you cannot buy
Mm,
such with those. I know people that actually get that money from the government and actually become breadwinners at home. They provide
mm,
for their families with that small money.
mm.
So it's really not that big. It's just few cents, I guess.
Yes. As I can see, that's terrible. Actually, this is actually a problem. I'll say is a problem going on in not just South Africa, I think, but a whole of Africa. The problem in Africa is about inclusion, diversity, and inclusion. That's, I think, a challenge we are facing in every part of Africa. Knowing that disability doesn't define people, that we are able to accept disabled people in our settings, in our companies, in our lives. That's a challenge. I think that's really a big challenge in
It,
Africa.
it is a big challenge. I'm not gonna lie to you because up till until like up to this day, there are buildings that are not accessible for people who are using wheelchairs. Hence, you get a lot
That's
of them
terrible.
every time. Yeah, such as parking lots. Sometimes they can't even use those. But you know, it's just, and we always complain each and every year. But I don't feel like
Mm,
they actually take that to heart, or they I don't think they take that to heart.
yeah,
Like when other people try and protest, because it's like, how are you guys gonna protest? You know,
yeah, yeah. That's terrible. We hope someday things are gonna be better. That's our
Thi-
prayer.
things are gonna be
Yes.
better only if we start talking. Things are gonna
Yes,
be better.
that's true.
We start talking and we demand change, because until
That's
then it's
true.
gonna be over and over. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so my other question is, what do you value most in your life?
What do I value?
Yes, most in your life.
Creativity. Creativity, I guess. Just
Creativity.
creativity. Yeah.
Okay.
I think without it, I'm nothing. I'm good as dead. I like being
Mm.
creative. I like,
So,
yeah, just expressing myself and showing what I can do with my imagination physically.
yeah.
Yeah, I
So
value
come
my
okay. So coming back to my question that I asked, what do you value most in your life? Being
yeah.
disabled, what has been, which, let me say, which people or what has inspired you so far? Which people keep you moving, or what has inspired you so far in your journey since your childhood?
I think I'm inspired by people that have nothing going on for them, that have like that don't have anything, or like I'm inspired by people that go out there and make a difference with nothing. I like people who
Mm,
start from scratch. And to me, it's a matter of if he did it or if she did it with nothing in her bank,
mm,
then I can do it too. But I'm also inspired by myself and
mm,
my courage to do things and just my strength. I guess
yeah,
that's what has been encouraging me throughout these years. And I never wanted to just relax and roll over and die. I know
mm,
it's a matter of I gotta keep going because someone out there is watching what you're doing and
yeah,
they want to do the same thing. So be a good example to them. That has been my
yes,
motto. Yeah.
yes, that's true. Okay, so all those who have joined, please we'll be taking questions as well. So if you have any questions for Zizifo, please be jotting them down. And after the questions, we'll take your questions and address it. Okay. So firstly, I think I already, before starting, I asked you what do you want the world to know about you. But I want to go back to that and ask, so currently what are you doing in terms of jobs, school, in terms of your creativity work? What do you do as an individual?
I'm a social media influencer full time.
Oh,
I
full
work,
time.
yeah, I work with brands. I work with brands from time to time, all the time, I guess. I'm a YouTuber, and I'm signed with an agency. I'm the
Okay.
first model to sign with that agency, disabled
Oh,
model, and
wow.
finding gigs. Yeah, it's not easy finding gigs for disabled people, like a disabled person, because we
Yeah.
still don't have that inclusion, going on for us. I also do that, but I have a 9 to 5, which is very hectic. That I only made it for surviving. I like I like plant bees, but also
Okay.
I'm also in the process of actually producing my second film. Waiting for
Okay.
funding. Yeah, I did my first film in 2019. Sorry, yeah, it was a
Okay.
virtual film alongside with Shirley Barry. We actually
Mm,
did a virtual reality movie that was
mm,
just about introducing people that are disabled into the society, and
mm.
the response was quite well because it was playing in France art festival, I think, for
Oh,
some time.
wow.
Yeah, but now here in South Africa, it didn't go that big because we don't have VR equipment. VR is not that dangerous. Here we just know
Mm,
cinema and it. So yeah, I'm very futuristic like that.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's good. Okay, so you mentioned that you work with brands. So which can you name a few brands you've worked with in the past?
Okay. So currently, I'm working with SPA 2021 Women's Challenge.
Mm,
It's big in the country. Apparently, it's a challenge about empowering women from all walks of life to actually live limitless. So I'm
mm,
working with that. I've worked with hair brands such as Got to Be Glue. I don't know if I should name
mm,
that. I'm about to
mhm.
work with the Yardley from London. Yeah. Then I would
That's
work with
amazing.
yeah. Then I would work with like local brands and Ingrams. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, so thank you. So let me round it up, and my final question is, or my final word is, if anyone here watching, or people that are yet to view this live session, if anyone here is struggling with their own self-worth, what advice do you have for them?
I think okay, struggling is good, but don't stay in that struggle for too long. Because as much as you're struggling, there are things that you would like to achieve. And I think you should just look at them and focus on the good part of it and know that it's not only you. A lot of people in this world are struggling with something that you don't know if
Mm,
you even know about. Some
mm,
other struggles are visible. Like mine is visible. Everyone can see my struggle. But if I'm able to go get out of bed and do what I want to do, what's gonna
mm,
stop you?
yeah.
Start with what you have. Start right now. Start small,
Mm,
but eventually you're gonna go big. I think
mm,
that's the best advice I can give anyone. Start with what you
mm,
have. Don't focus on what you don't have, because when you
mm,
focus on that, you will end up not doing it. And if you
yeah.
wanna succeed something or you wanna get something, you're not gonna get it by just talking about it. You need to make the
Yeah.
moves. I'm a
You
very
need to
practical.
make the yeah.
So just
Yeah.
make those moves. It may be too small. A few people may be clapping for you, but eventually you will get the whole crowd clapping for you.
Yeah.
And you're going to, in time, patience is virtue.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Back to you saying your disability is obvious. There are people, honestly, there are people struggling, going through a lot that you cannot even see. People are struggling mentally, people are struggling psychologically. So everybody has what they are dealing with. So I like the fact that you said take the move, keep on moving, take the step. And if you don't take the risk, you never know it's gonna go well. So it's always good to take the first step, keep on pushing, and things will
Always,
fall in place. Yeah. Yeah.
always. You can never know what will be the outcome of it. And
Yeah.
chances are
Yeah.
you're not going to do it. Don't think someone else is going to come and do it for you. Nobody is
Yeah.
coming to save you. No one. You are
Yeah.
on your own. The sooner, the better.
Yeah.
Just get up in there and do your thing. It's going to
Yeah.
help you, save you from a lot of things, a lot of what ifs. What would have happened if I just did this? I don't think that's worth it. So I think you
Yes.
should just do what you want to do.
Yes, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Please, those watching, if you have any questions, you can drop it in the comment section and I'll read it and we will take it from there. So if you have any question for Zizi, for please feel free. Or those who are yet to watch, if you still have the questions, yes, I will read it and tell her later. But if you have any question now, please drop it in the comments. And yes, Zizi4 is ready to answer your question. If not, I'll be saying my last words, then we end the session shortly. So if there are any questions, let's just give ourselves a minute or two. If there are any questions, please drop it in the comment section and I'll take it from there. Thank you so much. Thank you all so much for joining and thanks to those who are yet to watch. Okay, so this whilst we wait for the question, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you so much for wanting to be part of this. We used to have it on Instagram. We used to have it on Instagram Live, and now we decided to move it on YouTube because YouTube is more broad and global. So
And I know
we
it hasn't been easy tracking me down. I'm sorry. Like it's very bad here. The network
I
in here
can
is very
see.
bad. I
I can
try.
see. You more than tried. You really tried. Okay, there's a question here. Um, from Sisonke Soda. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce the name right.
That's my
What do you?
sister.
That's a
My
sister.
God.
Oh, that's so great! Thank you so much for coming to support her.
Okay.
What do you
Hey,
fear most in life?
I fear you. I I fear failing. I fear not reaching um um my full uh potential. I fear not doing what I wanted to do. I fear not, getting there and doing things that I said I'm gonna do, I'm gonna achieve for myself. That's what I fear. Not having things that I wanted to have or achieved. And I fear her, by the way. I'm kidding.
That's so lovely that your sister came on to support you. That's so lovely. Thank you so much.
She's very
Thank you.
supportive.
Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, so if there are any more questions, if there are no more questions, we will round up shortly and I'll leave. I think there's a way. It's actually our first time using the YouTube for the live. So I don't know if it will be saved afterwards. It will surely be saved afterwards, right? I don't know about that, but I think it will be saved on here afterwards. I'm not so sure, but I think it wouldn't, or I don't know. I think it will be saved after. Anybody has an idea if you do live on YouTube, if it's going to be saved after the session, or I think that'll be it, or there's a way for me to save it. I think it will be saved afterwards. I'll just check that. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Zizi, for accepting this and wanting to be part of us. So before I end, how do people connect with you? How can people connect with on in terms of your wanting a brand identity, your social media, and on how can people connect with you?
You just have to follow me. I think
Okay.
they just follow me on Instagram and on YouTube. Zizi post all that.
Okay, so the name is Zizi4 so that's on all social media platforms, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
underscore sold.
Okay, so Zizi4 so that's on all social media platforms. Please do what to follow and check everything she does. She's doing amazing works. I'm so proud. When I checked your page, I was so proud that actually I love it when people are really doing things for themselves. And It's so amazing what you are doing. It really inspired me, and I know a lot of people are really inspired by it too.
I try so much.
Okay, sure. Thank you all for joining, and thank you so much for joining once again. Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye. We have these sessions every either on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So to stay tuned for our next session next week. Thank you all for joining, and see you next week. Have a blessed week.